Hey there, good looking. Join me for this quick, no repeat core workout. Listen, no equipment is required, and we're going to be hitting the deeper muscles of your midsection. So that's the difference between a core workout versus an abdominal workout or an ab workout. An ab workout will focus on crunches, crunching and crossovers, that idea working the superficial ab muscles, your rectus abdominis. Whereas a core workout focuses more on the deeper core muscle, your transverse abdominus, in addition to your rectus spinae group in the back, in addition to your glutes, in addition even to your posture muscles. So really, you could think of your core as if you were to take your head, it sounds very morbid, but your head, arms, and legs off, that's your core, and we're training the deeper muscles in that area. So this is a great way to train for those of you that strength train, which I'm hoping is all of you, because these are the muscles that we need to help support our big lifts. Now we're going to start by learning how to activate our deep core muscles in addition to our pelvic floor muscles, because I'm going to ask you to recruit those as we do the workout. All right, let's go get started. All right, let's start by learning how to activate a couple of key muscles when we're working your core. The first is your transverse abdominis, or TVA. So we're going to do a TVA activation drill. Now I'm going to do it kneeling. You can definitely do it standing if being on the knees is irritating for you. All right, first off, your transverse abdominis is around the lower abs, and it connects and goes all the way around the spine. So it's almost like a corset. So when that is strong, it does a great job at protecting our low backs. So I want you to place your hands just on your belly. And then for 5 seconds, let's draw the belly button in. You've heard me mention this before. Pretend somebody's coming to sucker punch you and you're bracing for that impact. Now I want you to draw the belly button in. Now do this and maintain breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, so let's do it again, and be aware that you're not holding your breath. Your breath isn't being stopped in your chest and your shoulders aren't elevated. Ready? Inhale. And draw the belly button and hold for 3, 2, keep breathing though, and 1. Release. There will be some activation in your glutes as well. Let's try it one more time. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now let's add a Kegel to that. So like you're stopping urination mid-flow. Here we go. Kegel and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's do this one more time, and then we're going to add movement to this. Here we go. Draw the belly button in. Kegel, like you're stopping midstream, and hold for 5, 4, 3. Some glute tension. 2, 1. Release. All right, let's move into all fours now and hold this bear pose. Fingers spread, wrists under shoulders, tuck the toes. Now lift the knees up, draw the belly button in, Kegel, hold, and let's stay here. Perfect. Now at any time you can drop the knees down, especially if you start to feel the loss of that deep ab, that TVA activation, or the Kegel. My arms are straight. I'm gripping the mat with my fingertips. That's taking a lot of pressure off of my wrists. My knees are just a couple inches off the ground, and yes, my thighs are on fire, but we're going to hold here just for 3, 2, 1. Release. Shake it out. Well done. All right, moving into a plank now. I'm going to show you the modified version and then ramp it up. Same thing, we want to draw that belly button in, and then if you're able to incorporate that Kegel as well, go for it. But I want you to think about TVA first. On the knees, elbows under shoulders, tuck the toes. And from here, you can just alternate one knee lift. For my advanced people, lift the knees up, tuck the tailbone under a little bit. Think about drawing the knees towards the toes. Great, now drop and tap a knee. Good. Belly button drawn in. Again, like somebody's going to sucker punch you and you're like, oh, bracing for that impact. But we still need to have that breath, and that breath's going down into the lower ribs. Last few seconds. Back to all fours. draw that belly button in. Wrists under shoulders, knees apart underneath the hips. Bird dog now. Extending one arm and the opposite leg, and then we're maintaining that hold for 40 seconds. So pick a side, doesn't matter which one. It's opposite limbs. Now turn your thumb up to the ceiling, extend your leg, make sure that it's level with the ground, or as best as you can figure that out. I know you can't see your leg. We don't want that back arching. We want lumbar spine neutral. Draw the belly button in. Woo, it's again like somebody's sucker punching you. So we're now working into that erector spinae group I was telling you about, in addition to anti-rotation. So we've got some obliques fired up, and balance. So focus your stare on that top of your mat. Again, fingers are wide on the supporting hand, and then grip the mat with your fingertips. That's going to take some pressure off that wrist. 3, 2, 1, release. Whew. Shake out that wrist. How'd you do? It's not easy to do, okay? So if you struggled, don't fret. You're going to get stronger. Now we've got the other side. Recognizing that each side could feel very different. So where do we want the knees? Under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Extend the other arm and leg out now. Let's maintain that neutral spine. So really even up those hips for me. Extend the arm up, thumb pointed up to the ceiling. Press the leg behind, foot is flexed. Draw that belly button in. Activate that transverse. Shoulders away from the ears. Gaze at the top of your mat. Breathe it out. We'll go on our backs. Give our wrists a break in about 15 seconds. Now, if you're shaking, that's normal. I'm shaking right now too. This is a struggle. This is a hard move. Woo! But we are so close to being done. Release. Perfect. On your backs. The good news is we just do one round of everything. Here we go. Legs in tabletop. So what that means is ankles lined up with knees, knees over hips. I want you to take the right hand and press it into the opposite thigh. Draw the belly button in, activate that TVA, Kegel if you can coordinate the two, and then maintain that neutral spine as opposite arm and limb go down towards our ground. And then the other knee, we're trying to push into the hand and we're resisting. So you're going to feel a lot of fire in the hip flexor here. And then by dropping the arm and leg down, and we're trying to maintain that neutral spine, we got the TVA, transverse abdominus, fired up. Breathe it. Whew. All right. Hopefully you felt that. As I mentioned, you'll definitely feel that hip too of that as we're trying to drive that knee into the hand. Let's set up for the other side, tabletop. Other hand's going to press into the knee now. Extend the other arm, thumb pointed to the wall behind you. Draw the belly button in, activate the TVA, Kegel if you can coordinate the two. If not, let's get the TVA first. Always break down your movement to the most important part and then layer on from there. So for me, for you, it's you activating that transverse abdominus. Breathe it. So you notice right now the difference in your core exercises versus your ab exercises. So far there's been absolutely no crunches, right? Is these anti-rotation movements, maintaining neutral spine while we move the legs, that work that deep core. All right, let's come down onto or come over onto our side for me. Elbow underneath the shoulder. Now I'm going to start modified and then I'll build up. So let's start with the bottom knee on the ground. Top leg is extended. Lift the hip up for me and press the hips forward. So we've got this nice long line. Now take this bottom hip, drop it, and then lift it. But I'm not dropping it all the way to the ground. I'm staying out of this bottom shoulder. Now if you want to intensify it, straight legs. And you can stack the legs too if your balance feels good there, or stagger your stance. Dropping and lifting. Working those obliques, working that transverse abdominus. So on this one, you're not going to pay attention so much so on drawing that belly button in towards the spine. Okay, Let's do the other side, and then you're done. This is also a great warm-up before, especially a leg workout. We tend to lift heavier because our legs are stronger. So this would be a great way to warm up the core before a leg workout. Here we go. Push the hips forward for me. Extend the arm up. Here we go. Drop down, drive up. If you want to go into that advanced version right away, go for it. Drop down, lift up. Or feet stacked, legs straight. Woo! That sure changes things, doesn't it? Yeah. Release. Woo! Just do a little back extension here on the tummy, elbows under shoulders. Scoop the chest up, hips to ground, look straight ahead. So as mentioned, this is a great warm-up drill, especially for a heavy lift today. It's also a great add-on or a finisher after a workout. Regardless, this workout, a couple of times a week will definitely strengthen your core. And as mentioned at the intro, help you lift heavier. Come back up. Thank you so much for joining me. Drop a comment down below. I love reading them, and have a fabulous rest of your day, and we will see you next workout. Bye.